People are going to have to look at Britain in a different way, and especially Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have been trading on this idea that Britain is so racist that it even drove them out of Britain. Well, now look, Britain not only has a Prime Minister of Indian background and a Lord Mayor of London who is a Muslim of Pakistani background, but as of yesterday, a First Minister of Scotland, Humza Yousaf, who's also of Pakistani background and celebrated by tweeting a picture of him and relatives at prayer, as in Muslim prayer. Well, joining me is my panel, James McPherson and Alexandra. Tell me, guys, what does that trifecta tell you about Britain? Alexandra, you first.
Well, this narrative that Britain is somehow a racist country that needs to pay reparations is clearly a false narrative. I don't hear anybody else looking at communist China and saying, gee, there's not a huge amount of diversity in the parliament over in China. So instead what we have is clear evidence that Britain is not a racist nation, that Britain has embraced diversity and granted some of the highest positions of power to people of diverse ethnic backgrounds. But the other thing that's interesting, and I think it was pointed out by others, is that there's an ideology that is giving special treatment to different races, and that is allowing them, for example, to practice Islam is fine, but if you want to be a Christian in politics, well, that's not allowed. As we saw the person who ran for Scottish Parliament, she declared herself to be Christian and was basically deleted overnight from the competition. This is a very dangerous period that we're seeing where ideology is erasing merit, it's erasing equality and codifying what's basically racism, sexism and religious bigotry.